Look. Yo, we back. Welcome. Y'all wasn't ready. Episode X, part 2. Not iTunes to introduce you. Alfred Mayan, Hub City Brewery, representing Black and Brown Movement Radio Podcast. Hip hop for the people. We're gonna bring it Black and Brown, Ivan Top 5, and the rest of the crew. EMA. What's up?
Of course, you know what? My number one would be joining the Black and Brown Movement.
Respect.
Always, because you know what? I'm actually proud of this. I'm actually proud of the fact that we're able to go ahead and actually do this and come together, unite. And this has been talked about for years. This has been talked about for years about doing this podcast, and now we got it going finally. And it took a long time to do it, and now we got it going. And then once again, I want to appreciate all the supporters out there. You know, the ones that we have currently and the future coming soon. Yeah, man, congratulations to all of us, because we all put in a part of this. And I'm glad of it, and I'm happy to say that we did that, man. And I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all my brothers, you know. Hey, y'all my brothers. And
yes.
And I appreciate that. Hey, that's my number one. So you heard it, Brock. My number one is being now part of the Black and Brown Movement.
We appreciate you, bro, man. We know you've been promoting. You the social butterfly out there in the bars and the clubs, K-Town, wherever we be at, and you be doing your thing, and you be representing Black and Brown Movement and hip-hop for the people, selling shirts and letting people know what's going on. So we appreciate you, and we just as proud of you as you are of, you know, being part of us, because us is a big concept. It's not about us. It's a bigger picture. There's no egos involved in none of this shit, you know what I'm saying? So this is about the people, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. So, yeah, that's going to be my number one right there. But I just be advised, people, 2018 is going to be big for us. I will, you know, our peoples, we're going to discuss that pretty soon. But you will see what's coming up. So actually speak out the words. Stay tuned. Let's believe you're going to love it. 2018 of Black and Brown Movement.
Believe that. Double B, top 5.
You're next.
Top 5. Brandon Brother.
Man, top 5 in 2017, huh?
Top 5 moments, huh?
Yeah, man. Ups and downs for the most part, you know. Everybody got them, you know what I'm saying?
Bumping life, baby.
Yep. You know, well, I guess, you know, at number 5, dude, I guess, you know, it's going to be that I got my car. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's man, the first time. It's the first car I ever got.
Hey,
it's getting me where I need to go.
Brother. It's needed in LA.
It's beautiful, needs some work, but I don't give a damn. It's still running, and that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? It's good to go. And yeah, so that's number 5. Number 4, man, is gonna be, you know, the opportunity I got again to go back to Whole Foods. You know what I'm saying? Working overnight. You know, and, you know, during the day, whatever, but, you know, my work is actually being acknowledged there because, you know, I'm a nigga that do my shit. You know what I'm saying? I take care of it. I make shit happen. You know, so,
that's what's up.
You know, so it feels good to be acknowledged. So, you know, Whole Foods, you know, good looking.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I guess number 3 would be, you know, hey, yo, honestly, becoming a bachelor again.
All the single
seriously.
ladies. I mean, you're not a lady, but you know, all the single men, you know.
Nah, man, it's just been good.
Ladies, Double B said, "What's up?
What's up with it though?" Yeah, man, it was just it's good to be, you know, single again.
I think I know what number 2. No, well, maybe number 1 might be.
Nah.
I think I do.
Number 2 would be, you know, the fact that I'm able to, you know, live by myself and still pay rent, pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? Just be able to live, because I mean, even that's still difficult, but I'm still able to pull it off. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I'm able to pull it off, dude, in itself is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm happy about that. You know, that's some real shit right there. It's not easy for a lot of people. It's still not easy for me, but at least I'm able to at least handle it a bit. You know what I'm saying? So that feels good in itself. And you know what, man? I'm gonna be real with you. Number one is just gonna be to be alive. You know what I'm saying? Just to be alive to see another year. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you was going to say being able to do what you did for your daughter for Christmas.
Oh,
I thought it was number one.
No doubt. To be alive and be able to do what I did for my daughter on Christmas. That was a big deal.
Yeah.
That was
if you
that
wasn't
was
alive,
a very
you
big
couldn't
deal.
have done nothing. So,
yeah.
Being alive
that was a big deal.
Yeah,
I did make that happen. You're right about that. I did make that. That probably should have been number one because I did make, that I actually got emotional that day by myself.
Yeah,
I was
we chatted up about it.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't normally get emotional, but I felt like, man, I was actually able to finally do this for my daughter, and I gave her a lot of stuff, man. She had a good Christmas, and there were tears of joy though. They were like, man. And it was, I was just thanking God that I was.
That's your number one, right?
For what he was, yeah, man. I was thanking God for what he did for me, for the car and everything. I'm like, man, I'm blessed. And I was able to do that. That did feel good, man. You're right about that. No doubt.
Word. And I only said that because I'm a dad and I've been there before.
Yeah, no doubt.
And you be like struggling to figure out how you going to get your daughter some super Christmas.
Yeah.
And God bless you.
Yeah, he did.
It's just like, yeah.
He definitely did. He definitely did, man.
Well, here it is. TAC. Red Beard, the feared one. Those who despise are the ones who hide from the sun. My top five. Number 5 is going to be...
You're not your Packers.
No, definitely not my Packers. Not the Lakers.
Oh, that's wow.
It's not, none of that. I think it's going to have to be the job I just was blessed to get.
Word.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations
I'm working
on
for,
that. No doubt.
For a credit union in Glendale. It's a temp position or what have you, but that helped me already to start kind of getting out of some of the debt that I had been in for a minute. So gotta, and it's towards the end of the year, so gotta give props to that as number 5, and thank God for that.
God bless.
God bless. Yeah, it's definitely a blessing.
Yes.
Number 4 for me, it's gonna have to be my car and the whole Uber situation because
still rolling.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm doing. I got my car through Uber through the lease program. And I've been, I Ubered for a good amount of time, which kind of kept me afloat until I was able to get this last job. So that's got to be number 4 for sure. Not to mention the fact that I was able to look out for my peoples here and there for having a car, you know what I'm saying? So that was definitely a blessing. So that's got to be number 4.
No doubt.
Number 3, I'm going to have to say is one word. Productivity.
Okay.
All the productivity that happened in 2017 all surmasses to one, moment for me in 2017 where at the end of it, its address is 1410 West 84th Street. That's the studio.
Small address break, people. Small address break.
Come through. 1410 West 84th Place. Come
Unit
through.
1.
Come through. We'll put you on the mic.
Make sure you bring some alcohol and some weed.
Bring some beer, bring some blunts, and bring some buds. Right. So number 3 for me is got to be all the moments that came to a head of the productivity of 2017. The songs I was able to do with my brother Ricky, who's here, my brother Taz, who was here, my brother Marcus, who put together tracks and we put together songs.
Shout out Taz.
You know what I'm saying?
Big ups down in San Paulo,
Mike
Brazil.
Mike Skilo and the tracks he's put together. You know what I'm saying? We were able to put together some videos with Conscious. Shouts out to Conscious, you know what I'm saying, as a young female MC.
Go get that if you ain't got it.
You know what I'm saying? So Paper Chaser.
16.
All that productivity of 2017 has got to be number 3 for me. Number 2 has got to be my relationship with my brother right here. My founding father, you know what I'm saying, my co-founding father, my partner in crime, you know what I'm saying, over these years.
Yin and the yang.
The yin and the yang, my brother right here, Marcus, you dank right, mad verbals, mad scientist, you know what I'm saying? Our relationship, you know, has grown in 2017 like every other year. It's grown and grown, and it's helped us to be able to deal with the cats that are in this room today and all the other cats that have come and gone and dealt with, you know, Black and Brown movement, hip hop for the people and everything else. So my relationship, you know, with this brother right here is got to be a number 2 highlight for me for 2017.
Oh, just because we black, we got to be yang. Is that what you're saying? Is that what's going on here? Oh, shit.
No, you yin. I'm yang.
Shit.
You yin.
Oh, shit.
You yin. I'm yang. So, hey, it is what it is, brother. You know, Black, brown, and everything else. But my number 1 for 2017 has got to be my family, who's held me down, who realizes whether they agree with it or not, whether they approve of it or not, whether they know that the sacrifice and time away from them is putting in time into what we're doing here today. You know, my family, you know what I'm saying? The Bronsley group, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Jalen Ensley to Juwan Brox, Josiah Brox, Jasmine Brox, Nikki Jones Brox. They've held me down throughout all of 2017 to make sure that I was able to do what I needed to do to keep this going, you know what I'm saying, and supported that. So I got to give them a number 1 shout out for 2017.
Yeah, respect. Mad Verbals. Some of you.
You're next, Mad Verbals.
Man, you always got to end it out.
The scientist.
Gotta be last.
The scientist.
Top
Last in the
Feezy
class.
for 2017.
Oh, cheesy. Man, easy.
Yeah. Top 5. Number 5, being alive.
No doubt.
Hey, without
All day,
that,
every day.
nothing else would be possible, right?
For real.
4, my family, the movement.
Very importante.
My immediate family, my beautiful wife, my partner, Bonnie and Clyde, my beautiful daughters.
The Bonnie and Clyde thing.
Then number 2 will be our success and progression, productivity, and new things that we're doing, all the events that we went to, and the dope artists that we got to interview.
No doubt.
Razzcast, Bishop Lamont,
Yeah.
Artifacts, RBS, you know, Savages, Namek, you know, B-Side Show. Giving props to all these cats out here, man. You've been looking
Shout
out
out to the Outhouse, you know what I'm saying, radio show for acknowledging me and what I'm doing with my hip hop for the people.
Yeah.
Be hooking up this year so I can promote it more, put it out there. I thank y'all for acknowledging what I'm doing,
Yes, indeed.
speaking out about that opportunity. So we'll be doing that. My voice is fucked up, but I'm still here doing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And number 1 overall would be I'm no longer homeless. I have my own shit. We in my studio
That's what's
with
up.
the movement, and we blowing shit up. And also being a part of the UHHM,
Universal Hip Hop Museum.
I was nominated
LA.
by Suki D,
Suki D, yeah.
first female DJ on the West Coast. Cooper Jam's Army sister. She pulled
Fashion
me in.
liaison.
Fashion liaison for the UHHM. My man, Class 1, and the rest of the crew, clientele, and so on. Y'all be looking out for us. We come
Yeah.
2018. UHHM, Hip Hop for the People, Black and Brown Movement, In the Cut Productions. We doing shit.
Radio podcast. This is what's up,
I'm
man.
bringing it.
Man, we over here having fun, man.
And rest in peace to my little brothers that are not here. They're always here.
Jeb 1,
Yeah, you know what,
Joey Enough, Jones.
man? This has always been a special podcast right here, man. Episode X, man. It's been an honor and a privilege. Like I said once again, this 2018 coming up, ladies and gentlemen, you will be expecting more from us. You will get a lot of knowledge and a lot of exposure coming soon. And best believe that you will see it. So let me go ahead and hand it over to my boy Ricky. He got a lot of word to say. Go ahead and kill it off, Ricky.
Well, it's interesting that you bring up the word. You know what I mean? The word I'm talking about is the one is the Bible. You know what I mean? We definitely got to, at some point, throw that in there. I just want to acknowledge God and all that He's done for us. You know what I mean? That's the number one of all our number ones, I would believe. You know what I mean? Is that God is, He has plans for us. You know what I mean? In Jeremiah 29:11 it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." And thus far, that's what it's been. A lot of us have had a hope, and this is the future. So, some of us could be still cracked out, or on the wayside, swinging in the mist, not understanding what's going on. Some of us, could be dead right now. Look at my brother Marcus. Brother, he got blasted 13 times. It's 14 times. So, it just goes to show that He's definitely there. He's in the midst of it all, especially when we come together as a unit. When we move in one mind and one accord. That's the one thing that I want to stress to my people, especially to my black and brown folks out there, is that you guys got to learn to move in one accord, man. The more we begin to learn that we can move one accord, the more we can establish, the more we can get accomplished. And I just want to give it up to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because without Him, and if you don't believe in Him, more shouts out to you. Hopefully you'll get to know Him at some point, and He'll come a part of your life. If you don't, that's fine, and I respect that. But at the same time, I just gotta say that, I know Him on a personal basis. I've got to know Him over the 7-8 months that after my mom's passed away. And I've been able to be blessed to be able to teach the word to other men, that have been on the same road that I've been in. And like I said, I just wanted to give that shout out to God, because I know, that's the real number one reason, of 2017 that we all could have, gave up. And you probably in your hearts you did, but at the same time we still got to mention them at some point. Hey,
True that.
On that note, hey, amen.
Hey, this is Black and Brown Movement, man. This is Black and Brown Movement Radio Podcast. You know what I'm saying? You know what we do, man. We keep it real. We head into 2018. We appreciate all the love from 2017 transitioning over. Hope we even gain more listeners, more subscribers. Black Brown Movement 88 YouTube channel. Black Brown Movement 88, all one word, all lowercase. Subscribe, leave feedback if you want to hear something, you want to talk about something, you want us to touch on something. Leave that feedback so we can check it out, and we'll definitely take heed to that. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank my co-hosts, my co-hosts, starting with my Black and Brown, founding father right here, Mad Verbals, Mad Scientist, Dank Wright, Marquis Jones, you know what I'm saying? First of all, I got Double B, Brandon Bradford, Ivan C, you know what I'm saying? Ricky C, Ricky Lee Compton Jr.
AKA No Mac. Said backwards, Mac on,
all that good
Young
shit.
Prophet.
Hey, we got cousin Tyrone up in the house, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate you, man, all your
Strong
perspectives.
Bone, Tyrone. Watch it, girls.
Hey, we appreciate your perspectives and all your opinions, man.
And your good humor.
Yeah, man, we thank you for coming on, you know what I'm saying? This is Black and Brown Women Radio Podcast, man. Get ready for the next episode, 11. Probably be up in the studio.
You know what it is. And like my man Coach Ali say, we run that motherfucking play. Y'all have a blessed one.
Check out this Black and Brown Movement Radio.
Well, you know what? Actually, before we got to take a quick break. Actually, we're having our guest, Mr. Hub City Brewers, Alfred Mayan.
Oh, he's coming through?
He's coming through.
Okay.
So, yeah.
We're going to take the break? Yeah,
we're
let's take the break.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break.
Take a quick break.
So, hey, it's a special podcast episode.
Oh, it's
X.
going down. It's 2018.
So it's going down today. We're going to have one of the most mindless and in the hood, and he's going to go ahead and explain, and we're going to ask him how it all started with Hub City Brewers and how it started with him joining up with SoCal Cerveceros, which is another big name brewery out there in South LA.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, and you will be right back after these sponsors, So we'll be right back. And
Yeah.
hope they'll be our sponsor pretty soon once you hear
Holla
this
back.
podcast.
One movement.
So we're going to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
Yep.
Yo, man. Too much death going around the nation, yo. Too many people dying. Brothers on the block.
In the cut productions.
Brothers on the block are dying. Bullets are flying. Mothers are crying. There's no denying. Will the lynch still alive? Brothers on the block are dying.
What that devil say? Talking about spraying niggas and vatos down. We walk around, give them a pound. Look in their eyes, they be astounded. Where these founding fathers coming from? From the natives that lived to beat the African and Aztec drums in the jungle. Don't start none, won't be none. If you want some, come get some. The movement's anthem from Minimum to Maximum, from South Central to Jerusalem. Yeah, we asking them why black and brown brothers on the block be dying. No need to be wondering who's getting over, who's getting under. In the underbellies raping and plundering. Just know the storm is coming when you see the lightning and hear the thundering. You hear the thundering.
You what up? You wake it up. You been running the block. There's guns on the block. There's drugs on the block. You get jumped in your block. It's a government plot. You get locked up and shackled down. Snatched up from your block of town. New age slavery, penitentiary bound. You'll find yourself. You're not a number. Waking up from mental slumber. You we fight back. You we shoot back. You we wildin' out. You we riot out. You we built it up. So we burn it down. Fuck politicians and your treason. Fuck martial law. Fuck Donald Trump. We got the bumps. And you know we thump. We roll with God. Fuck your facade. C1 the ghetto god. With a black and brown movement. Revolutionary at its best. To manifest and change the destiny. It's destined in me. I'm glistening. I'm a king. With knowledge of ancient scriptures and scrolls. We roll out. You know that we shine. Opening up your third mind. Third eye. Third eye's blind. You know, open up and you will be coming to find. Coming to find what's missing.
Time for manifestation. You don't understand the situation. Why don't you see what we're facing? If we don't stop the self-segregation. Brother killing brothers of colors. Not considering the next brother's mother. Now she's covered in her own son's blood. Now you tell me what's really over that. We ain't even in Iraq. Too many dead not coming back. Whether in a car bin or a bin. Tell me how they feel victim is due to the will and chin. Jim Crow law. Still alive. The time we realize. Time wake up and ride. Time killing brothers of colors. Time to wake up and love one another. 1 John 4:7-8. Time to realize before it's too late. Stop the hate. Stop the hate. Love one another. Love one another. Stop the hate. Stop the hate. Brothers on the block are dying. Bullets are flying. Mothers are crying. There's no denying. Will the lynch still alive? Brothers on the block are dying. Brothers on the block are dying. Bullets are flying. Mothers are crying. There's no denying. Will the lynch still alive? Brothers on the block are dying.
Movement episode X. And this is Ivan C. Was one of your co-hosts. There you go. Mr. Brock's cracking the beer. All mottos everywhere. Now, no, before we go ahead and begin, before we introduce another good host, a guest host for today. Now, let's go ahead and actually kick it off with our sponsors. Sponsor time. So I actually want to go ahead and actually thank the Cafe Brass Monkey.
Brass Monkey. That funky monkey. Brass Monkey Donkey. That funky. Ooh, 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 ooh. Where's Brandon at? He usually be on that part right there. Hey, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Brass Monkey, 659 Mariposa.
There you go.
You know.
Oh, yeah. And also don't forget they have actually from 4 to 7. Monday to Thursday, happy hour, 4 to 7.
Happy hour.
Yes, they do. And
Yeah.
also they have, $4 imports. I'm sorry, $4 domestic, $5 imports. And also the $1.50 pastrami
Tacos. Pastrami. Chicken and carne asada, but pastrami is the shit though. Hey, I'm just saying, brass monkey. That's what.
And also, you know, I want to go ahead and thank my brother Jesse Kova.
Jesse Kova
Photography, another one right there once again. Want to go ahead and thank him.
I think that's him calling on the other line over there.
Yeah, that's probably him calling.
He probably trying to thank us for all the, for
the love and support.
Yeah, you know, all the clients we done sent to his way and shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he want to go ahead and actually thank that.
Yeah.
But you know what? Go ahead and give him a call. 323-791-7692. Give him a call. He does videography, photography, and also he owns a tuxedo shop. Give him a call. He will hook you up. Just tell him my name is Ivan Seed. Just tell him my name. And let him know that. Okay. So give him, hit him up, and he will hook you up. You know, actually, one of our listeners actually did hear this and actually booked them for coming up in June.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Damn, right.
So you know what? Let me go ahead and actually now, we're done. Actually, no, we're not done.
No, Scala. 6 in Kenmore.
We got Scala.
Hey, them fucking Guatemalan tamales and the leaf and shit, like Colombian. My bad. You know what I mean.
What?
No. Come on, dude. That's like saying a Mexican is a fucking Salvadorian, is a Guatemalan, is a Nicaraguan.
Black and brown movement, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be black and brown movement.
It's supposed to be everything. IMC.
International
Multicultural. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Hey, white boy. Big low. So you know what? Let me go ahead and actually kick this off. I want to go ahead and introduce. He is the Ric Flair of Brewery. He's the Ric Flair of Brewery. Woo! So let me go ahead and introduce Mr. Alfred Mayan.
Hey. Smoke weed every day.
So, you know, let me go ahead and give you a little big background. Mr. Mayan over here, he is one of the co-founders of the Hub City Brewery. He is also associated with SoCal Cerveceros, which is they're phenomenal. They have a phenomenal brewery going on, and best believe Mr. Mayan's gonna go ahead and kick it off. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the crowd, sir.
Thank you very much for having me. What you got? What questions you got? What do you got?
Well, the first question is, how did it all start off? What made you to actually get into brewery and actually creating Hub City Brewers?
So, one of the main things that we want to change in the culture. So, we're gonna do one of those like Star Wars movie things where we start from the end to the back. So basically, what happened? Our whole logic and our whole idea right now is to diversify beer and make sure that everybody else in the hood is getting to taste some good beer. Diversify the culture besides seeing your typical sign on a liquor store that says $2 for 40 ounce and all this unethical and ridiculous media being pushed, like terrible marketing. It's just sexual. It's very indirect. Doesn't give you anything right, just forces people to buy these beers. So the way it came down to be, in reality, I started off by drinking malt liquor. I drank malt liquor. I drank 40 ounces in the
bottom of the barrel.
I drank 40 ounces. Yeah, so that's right. So you understand. So
definitely.
Basically,
raw good.
Like I said, we're gonna start from the end to the beginning to what it is right now. So we want to cleanse that. We want to cleanse that in South Central, not only South Central, Watts, Compton, all LA, Hollywood, all that shit doesn't fucking matter. We want to diversify the craft. So the way that I started brewing is basically by straining away from these beers. The first beer that I ever had, man, was Pyramid. I don't know if you ever heard of Pyramid.
Oh yeah, which is Hefeweizen, right?
Yeah, exactly. So these guys released like this ridiculous IPA I don't know what the fuck it's called, but it's a long time ago. But when I had it, I was like, holy shit, what is this? This beer tastes different. It doesn't taste like a malt liquor. It doesn't taste like a Colt 45.
Right.
It doesn't taste like the OE I had last night.
Yeah.
And it made me feel like shit.
Yeah.
You know, but,
Yep.
so I was like, oh fuck, this is fucking amazing. You know?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you know what? Let's venture a little bit more into it. And I went into the Newcastles, went into all this, and I was like, wait a minute.
It's the imported brewery.
I don't. Well, some is. Well, that goes into a whole different conversation about how a lot of these people are actually owned by big brewing businesses within the United States. You could say that it's imported style,
Right.
and then you could read the label and it goes Anheuser-Busch made this bitch. Yeah, that makes no sense. That's in America, but that's misleading. But that's another conversation.
Yeah.
The whole point is that
this conversation.
So,
this is the conversation we having right here, right now,
so-
because we've been waiting on this conversation.
Right. That's good. So went into trying Newcastle's, trying Sierra Nevada. Sierra Nevada was a really good brewery that I was like, holy shit. I really thought their shit was really good. And I was like, holy fuck, what is this? And that's what happened. So I wanted to discover more different styles of beers. Started going to places where I shouldn't be at because it's not promoted towards my community.
Right.
It's different. I go to the stores, they don't go, okay, you know what, you could buy Sierra Nevada. Well, not really privilege. It's more about them controlling the aspect of their business. So you gotta understand that if you go to a Food for Less, you're gonna find a 12-pack of Modelo. I'm not bashing Modelo. I can actually drink that, but it's just an example.
We've been popping shit.
It's just an example.
Today, all day, every day.
It's just an example. But if you go to a Food for Less, they'll tell you you could buy a 12-pack of Modelo for this much, or you could buy a 6-pack of Modelo for this much. But if you buy a can or a bottle, it costs you cheaper. Guess what? We have a special. You can buy a 24 that will cost you $5 less. The shelf life disappears for anything that is craft, and it disappears. And that's what happens. You take over, which they've done, and they give you very limitation to trying beer. So this is the reason why when we go to the liquor stores back in the day, or up until now, certain people, when you go and you go pick up a beer, you go, what's a lot cheaper and convenient for me?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's what all of
How's my dollar? What's my dollar really cost? And that goes back to Kendrick.
That was in the fucking life up.
That's what they be saying. This gets me
For
loaded
a
fast.
dollar is a 211, an Old E, a Natty Daddy, a
St.
Black Hat,
Ives.
which is far worse than anything I've ever had in my life. I drank one of those.
You can't even get a blunt wrap for a fucking $1 anymore.
I know, sad.
What's
sad.
tobacco and
Yeah, but they come
alcohol
at
business?
five for like what?
Right, so basically what I was trying to say, my topic is that. So just to answer your question about how people are not finding this is because of that. But besides that, how I got into craft beer was that, just trying to investigate in a way and finding a way where these beers were being poured. Where can I go? Certain beers came up because of certain breweries, things like that. So that's where my influence came from. And then I went, there's very limitation on like these fucking beers. There's a limitation on what's good. Why can I make beer? And what the beauty of it is, you in the state of California, you could literally legally brew homebrew.
Right. They sell packets. Matter of fact, they sell kits that you can do it with.
Well, right now it's getting a little bit complicated when Anheuser-Busch and other shit going on. It's the big fucking conflict. But besides the point is that you're able to brew here.
Right.
So you're able to create your own beer. You're able to create your own style, whatever you like.
Not illegal.
Right.
It's not fucking illegal yet.
Actually, you can make your own wine.
They might
too.
kill me after what I just said. But it's legal. It's legal for you to do. It's legal for you to do it as you please, and that's what got me into craft brewing. So in overall, we got a couple questions throughout the way. But throughout the way. But that's what got me into it. Just the styles and knowing the fact that I maybe could create a beer.
Right quick, even before legal, I'm pretty sure you're aware that in the state of Alabama, it took them a long time for them to actually legalize brewing. It just happened like just a couple of years ago. Yeah, but
brewing beer has been around for centuries. Yeah, but I mean, there's certain states that, sure, Alfred will tell you, that have been more prominent.
Well, let me tell you a little funny story actually. So I know you guys are very familiar with the Black Plague and all the shit, right? All the shit that happened medieval times, right? So
yeah,
very prominent people in the brewing influence as a culture were monkish. were monks.
Okay.
So what happened is that you dealt with poverty. Not only poverty, you dealt with dirty water. You dealt with this shit. Nobody gave a fuck. The king didn't give a fuck. Whatever it might be, right? So, So what happened is that these monks, it's crazy. They brew beer. So one thing you do in brewing is you boil water. So a lot of the people, a lot of the peasants, what they call them, they were drinking dirty water. So these monks were looked up like, holy shit, you're drinking this elixir that's not killing you.
Yeah.
They're making me feel good. But this, exactly. So it's only for them. It's only for them. So you understand that a lot of things happen. Yeah. So a lot of things comes off of beer. You understand like that we boil water. For the first time we realize we're burning bacteria. We're getting rid of the wrongs and rid of the enzymes, all that shit. You know, it's insane. It's just a small size story, just to answer that. But that's, if you really think about it, it goes really way back. Apparently, they talk about man creating beer and saving the world. They talk about
everybody's tonic, everybody's elixir has always been alcohol based. The drunken master, he's only a master after he has like grand absinthe, and he's like shit based.
Right. Right, but then you also think how they consider cavemen. So apparently, there's a little story. I don't know if it's true or not. Don't quote me wrong. I am like everybody else, just following a story that I've heard. But you try to kind of like prove it wrong or not. But it's proven because when you look at the cavemen, if they ever existed or not, they had clay pots that they would leave outside with grain, and it would rain. And then they were like, dude, let this sit in the sun for a long time. What happens? Spontaneous fermentation. And you end up with alcohol. And
Pruno.
it's not modernized Pruno, but you know, but so you also got to think about like Egyptians. A lot of the Egyptian slaves used to get paid in booze because it not only provided you a source of nutrition because of the grain, yeah. So you got to understand this goes really way back, but I went off on that question, but I just want to throw some key points out there so we'll understand that we're drinking an elixir that's been manipulated throughout the years and it's made what it is now.
It's deeper than just some, I'm going to home brew some shit.
It's a lot deeper than saying, I'm going to go buy a 30-pack and I'm going to drink with my friend Stupid.
Yeah. I mean, shit, we've been going to bars and, to restaurants and bars for how long and drinking whatever the fuck they had on tap. You know, this shit's good. But it wasn't until I went to
Yard House.
The Hub City Brewery backyard boogie where they had the tasting. We had
what a mess.
I'm saying we had the cards like, rate our beers. We need your info. We need your feedback. And even Davey D was there DJing that night, in the backyard boogie. And they had like 10 kegs. And we sat there and, you paid $20 to get in. You got to drink till the kegs ran out. But they asked at the same time as you drink to go ahead and rate the beers and give them feedback on it. So, I mean, you had the Yams Porter.
What's the Yams?
We know what a porter is, right? But the yams and it wasn't like a sweet yam, but it was the yam flavor was still there, and it was like crazy. You had the municipal water, which is their version of an IPA. Same old stronger, flavor. That IPA, the hoppiness was there, but it was still smooth. The municipal water. They had a saison, which I had never had, which a lot of people don't know. A saison is a fucking a wine / beer.
Well,
right?
A saison, what it actually is, it's
originated from Japan, no?
No, it's originated from France. So
France, it's French.
So a saison, what it means in translation is season. Okay. So what happened is that post-war, it's crazy. It goes a lot deeper, but the whole point is that not everybody had refrigeration. Right. So you understand, you farm, you have cows, whatever the fuck it is at that point. Yeah. Complicated as fuck. I don't want to get into it because I don't know what the fuck happened. But I could say they did not have refrigeration. Yeah. Which is you need to ferment a fucking beer. Yeah. So what they did is they used saison yeast. So I don't know if you understand. I'm just gonna explain it really quick. So this is the way you make beer: water, grain, two-row, yeast, and fermentation. And basically, what it is you boil your grain, which creates sugar, and you add your yeast. So what your yeast does, it floats around and eats sugar, and it farts out CO2 and alcohol. Thus, we have beer. So what a saison is a summer beer which is able to ferment in high heat. So it means that you can ferment this fucking beer at 70 to 75 degrees. You usually have to, don't quote me on it off the top of my head because I've been fucking around with a lot of styles, but you have to ferment a beer at either like 55 to 60. So you're jumping 10 degrees, which is a big difference. I know when you walk out and it's 60 and then you walk on to 70, you feel the heat. That's the difference.
Yeah.
So does the yeast. No light, all that makes a difference. So they used to put these in their farmhouses, and they used to, hence, saison. It's not wine. That's dope. I appreciate you at least understanding that.
When you drink it though,
it's good.
It has that combination of a wine and a beer.
It gives you more of a yeasty profile.
Yeah.
So what you're tasting is more of a.
So is it the wine that comes with the yeast?
Well, there's no wine in it. You gotta understand that it's more of the yeast and the grain you use.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what it does is like an IPA, right?
Yeah.
You use either Crystal 20 and 40, which is sugary as fuck.
Yeah.
So you need that to eat, and then what goes in an IPA.
That yeast to be eaten up and produce a higher form or more of the CO in the alcohol.
Right. So you can understand that. Yeah. Different styles consist of different kind of grain bills and all that. So you can understand that. Well, basically what a saison is a yeast.
Same way that they do moonshine.
Well, right, Modelos, which I can't disagree with them. They're not bad. They're really good beer. I can enjoy Modelo. If anything above the craft beer that I drink, I could walk into a liquor store and grab a fucking Modelo tall can, and I'll be happy as fuck.
Yeah.
Because it's a reasonable beer. But when you make a lager, you gotta ferment it at exactly a certain percentage of degrees. So you have to have a fridge that's gonna hold your fucking beer. And if this beer drops or goes up, you're completely fucked. Your style, the way it tastes, this is big business. They have money to have that. So
look,
this is just an example off that.
One
style.
of my favorite beers is a lager. You know why? Because when I start thinking about my peoples, I think about this guy right here, Mad Verbals, you know what I'm saying, Mad Scientist. I think about Ivan C. I think about Brandon B. I think about this fool, Ricky Compton. And I even think about you. And when I think about all these people when it comes to a lager,
okay,
I feel like all you motherfuckers.
We lagging?
Yes,
we're lagging.
Thank you.
Yeah, shut
all you
the
motherfuckers.
fuck
If you were
up.
beer, you'd be a fucking lagger. Because you guys be lagging. But I still love you motherfuckers. 2018. Love you.
Damn.
All back.
I thought something really nice was gonna come out. Wow.
Hey.
I knew it was coming.
Apparently, I'm a lager.
A lagger, motherfucker. If you was a beer, you'd be a lagger.
The whole mix. You become a lager.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, man.
I came in here hoping I was gonna get a better nickname, and now I'm a lager like all you guys.
Well, he called you the logger.
So you're a lager too.
Hey, I'm in it too.
You're the ultimate lager.
I'm the ultimate.
You're the ultimate logger.
Hey, fuck all your motherfuckers.
All right, so you know what? Here's my next question to you. Though. Like, pretty much now that you got into it, that Hub City Brewery, and so what got you what got you the connection when it comes to that?
What are you talking about?
What got you to the connection with SoCal Cervecero?
You've been watching too many Netflix, but this is how it happened. I met in the jungles of Peru, and just fucking. Nah, just fucking with y'all. All right, so what happened is that, like I mentioned, your first question was asking about how I got into brewing. So, what's really funny is that I got into brewing, and hold up, the homie's leaving. Hey.
Oh, yeah, Double
Take it
B,
easy,
Brandon B, gotta work
Say
tomorrow. So you know what I'm saying?
Y'all be safe.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Y'all be safe.
That's right.
Yeah. One movement.
One movement.
So basically, what I was trying to say, how Hub City started was, I bought a beer kit from fucking Target.
RJ.
I went home and I was like, okay, make the shit. I thought I was so clever. I thought I was so smart. I thought I knew everything. And I was like, I'm going to call this Mandalorian IPA because I'm a big Star Wars fan. So Mandalorians is bounty hunters and Boba Fett, if you know.
Right.
And I was like, holy shit, I sent a picture to everybody. And I was like, oh, fuck, I made this dope-ass IPA, everybody. And then my homegirl texts me and she's like, hey, you know Jimmy, which Jimmy is one of my partners for Hub City. You know Jimmy's brewing too, right? And I was like, okay, that's cool. I just sent him a picture and I hadn't talked to this guy for a cool minute. You know how people fall off and on? But without no bad blood, it's just like, oh, we just don't talk.
He stole your shit.
Oh, shit. I had nothing, man. So he didn't steal nothing. He was like, he got nothing to steal, so I'm going to leave. So what happened, all right, so I'm going to go back to my story. So she tells me, oh, he's been brewing too. So I was like, all right, cool. And then he hits me up and he's like, hey, man, I'm brewing too. So I'm like, oh, okay, you doing kits? He's like, kits? You doing kits? And I sent him a picture of my beer. He's like, well, we're doing all grain, and it also includes my homie Robert. So apparently he was living in South Central. And I'm like, all right, cool. Well, let me meet up with you. And he was like, well, I'm not living in South Central anymore. I'm living Kingsley and something shit, fucking that area, Koreatown, right? So he's like, fucking come down. And that's when I first learned how to make an all grain beer. He showed up with a big ass fucking 90-pound bag of two-row specialty grain, and we made it an IPA that we were gonna call a bitter end. So the reason why we wanted to call it a bitter end is because we love Selena. And she died of a bitter end. Shot her in the back.
Greedy bitch.
So we're like, we're gonna make this shit a double IPA, fuck it, for Selena. Because it was a bitter end, baby. So the whole time we're playing her song, we're listening to her whole album, and I'm like, holy shit, this fucking beer is crazy. You're using all grain. That's when I was like, I fell in love with it. He was like, you know what, you want to learn? I was like, well, he's learning from Robert. So we're all learning from each other. We all grew up learning together. And we were like, fuck, let's do it. One of the worst fucking IPAs we ever made in our life. I will tell you.
What was the name
right
of it?
now.
What the fuck?
So it was a bitter end. I fucking hate it because that was a dedication to my girl. To all of us, like Selena, Bidi Bidi Bamba, everything.
Bidi Bam Bam.
That's my girl, and I was just like, God damn, we failed it.
She was hot.
Well, we're making beer. That's the point, we're making beer.
But it fits the whole point.
Right.
Bitter end.
Right. Everything has to have a little bit of the story. If it doesn't, then it dies. But and then after that, we were like, fuck it. We were investing a lot of money, and this is all our money. And we ended up fucking going to Compton, and we ended up getting a house in Compton where we brewed.
Because your last name is Compton.
So basically, that's what comes down to in the end. That's how Hub City Brewers, CPT. Hey, I love the city.
So that's how it started.
Bompton, nigga, Bompton.
So that's the story. I broke it down from when I met, where I started brewing from a simple kit. I only made one kit, and right after that was all fucking grain. So when I talked to a lot of people, I was like, holy shit. It's like hitting a blunt and taking a dab. You're like, oh shit, there's a big difference. He understood that one.
Yeah. That one you have to understand. Come on.
So that's basically how Hub City. That's basically how Hub City Brewers came out.
Dank right, man. All day, all night.
That's how Hub City Brewers came up, and we brewed in Compton. We're having a little bit of a trouble, but we're still brewing out there, and that's mainly it. That's how Hub City Brewers.
Speaking of Dank Right, you just gave me a thought. Brew Right. That'd be a cool brewery name.
That's not bad.
Brew Right, really? Brew?
Let's do something. Why don't you come up with a brewery name? You tell me. He came up with a good one.
Man, a Brew Right. I mean, shit. I don't know what kind of brewery name I'll probably come up with. I'll probably call it, hey, fuck it, Borracho Brewery. Or I'll be like,
that's not bad. They're about to steal it. just put it on the air.
Yeah. Copyrighted.
They can't steal
We
ours.
steal anything we say.
They can't
I
steal
beg
ours.
you to do it.
Black and Brown Brewery.
Oh yeah, we can go.
We're copyright. Hey, wait. Before we continue, I hope everybody understands that Hub City is copyrighted and it is registered.
No
So
doubt, baby, no doubt.
I hope you try.
Don't fuck around, people.
Don't fuck
Need some
around.
money.
We do
And-
paperwork.
and worldwide, you guys are listening to this podcast. Make sure that you do not take that because that's already copyrighted. And Bunch, by the way, how?
That's what copyrighted means.
So.
Get your ass sued.
So yeah. So what gave you the name for that Hub City Brewery? What besides doing it in Compton? But I mean, what gave you that idea?
There is no other reason. We're in Compton, man. That's what it was.
That's right.
We're in Compton. We actually thought about a bunch of different names that did not make sense. This is the thing. I come from a background of like punk rock, grindcore, all that stupid shit. I
You
love
look like
hip-hop.
you were into that too.
Yeah, but I listen to everything. But
doubt, no doubt.
we were like, some injustice brewing. Like, oh fuck this, equality brewing.
Because you're from Compton.
All about the people from brewing, But then we were like, what did it call this place? Hub City. So this is the point, and you guys are gonna laugh about the reason about this name, and it might be a lot bigger than you might think. The thing is that Hub City Brewers represents Hub City Brewers in Compton, right? What does hub mean? Hub means a center.
Station.
Exactly. So you could be Hub City Seattle.
Right.
Hub
So
City,
it
Las
can
Vegas.
have different hubs.
Hub
In other
City
words,
Yeah, and that's what's gonna help
different hubs
us.
can come out of it, just like with the hip hop. You know what I mean?
That's
It's not just
the
hip
South
hop.
Central.
It's hip hop
So
LA,
it had
hip hop Korea. Just different places.
It had a little bit more of an idea where we could go, fuck it.
Go international with it.
No, not international, because we're not thinking big and profit. We're thinking about diversifying the brew industry where we can
Better beer.
Well, I mean-
exactly better beer.
Okay.
So understand that if I could go and say,
In
oh
the
shit, tomorrow we're gonna release the Hub City Compton originals, Hub City, fucking Denver.
Okay.
Collaboration. Oh,
Right,
damn.
right,
Motherfuckers
you
are
already
dropping
know.
collaborate. It's just an idea. I'm going to shut the fuck up. Remind you that this is copyrighted.
Hey, wait.
No, you don't have to shut up. You don't have to remind
Hey,
them. We want
you
them
just
to
said
do it.
Denver.
You guys got to sign a contract before I leave,
You
too.
just
You
said
know that,
Denver.
right? Denver is a city. It's you know what? It's like the same thing as Hun. This lady tried to own the word Hun somewhere in fucking buttfuck.
The
Hickville.
reason I
And you know what
even
happened
trip
to
on
her?
this is because you've told
She
me the
was serving
stories.
so many cease and desist.
You told me the
that
stories of
city was
Denver.
like, we're gonna fucking sue
Hey,
you. Yeah, and
tell
she
the
said,
audience-
this is a word I can't control.
Listen,
This way, we're zombies. You know who owns the word zombies? Marvel used to own the word zombies, and they were
Okay.
like, it's impossible
To own a
to
word.
fucking own this
You
word.
can't copyright
So-
a word that's
Hey,
that's
tell the
that
audience
everybody
the stories
speaks
you
within
have.
So they can't buy
the
her
realm
food.
of a language.
tell the audience the stories you have of Denver, though. The stories you told me.
Well, Denver was cold as fuck, man. That's what I said a lot, man. A lot of good beers, a lot of good weed,
Yeah.
but it smelled. Oh, dude, what Epic
The
Brewing?
weed.
Epidemic of homelessness.
Epic Brewing is one of the first breweries that I tried in Denver. The thing is that I decided that January 2017, like I think everybody should, when we start a new year, is like, fuck it, let me do something crazy and just leave. Got my fucking shit, left, landed in Denver, which is supposed to be like Illuminati ass fucking airport. They have like this horse and all this fucking. Apparently the place looks like a swastika if you're looking from the sky. And this place has like a lot of Masons.
That's very true.
I went all
Very,
around
yep.
this fucking bitch because my fucking plane left me.
I flew into the Denver airport.
So
but
my
you know what?
fucking
I didn't
plane left
notice-
me. That's why I
noticed
know.
a little bit of it. I didn't get to see the whole thing because I wasn't paying attention.
That
to
shit
it,
is scary as
but
fuck.
I did see part of it.
But I ended up in Denver and it was.
It's not for a person of melanin.
Well, I mean, it was. Well, I fucking
Well,
missed my
there's
plane.
a lot of
I had to
Mexicanos
find a way
there, though,
out,
bro.
you
In
know,
Denver,
but-
in Colorado, there's a lot of Mexicanos in there. I know for a
Yeah,
fact.
so that's.
They ain't supposed to be there.
Well, there's a lot of diversity in the beer there, so it's really good. I got there. Besides being fucking lost, I was
You
like,
see
alright,
the
cool.
epidemic of homelessness?
Oh, dude, that shit is
Fucked up.
no. It's weird. It looks like what's happening here in LA. That's kind of funny that you bring that up.
Gentrification.
Yeah, well, you know that shit be happening.
Bullshit.
It'd be happening. I mean, that's the thing, dude. That's crazy that you mentioned that because when I was in Denver, like, I was like,
They be arresting people and shit.
yeah. All right, so that's insane. So I was like, there's no homeless, and I was like, this is super an industry, dude. Besides being cold as fuck, I understand. There's certain things But
How you gonna arrest somebody trying to survive?
I don't know how you survive out there. Get the fuck out.
Fuck that.
There's also logic.
Yeah, beat it.
I was there and I
Common
was like, holy
sense.
shit. Yeah, but Denver, what I was trying to say is, I think the funniest part was that I get there and I'm like, all right, cool, this is pretty dope. Illuminati ass fucking airport, big ass horse with red eyes. I'm like, holy shit. I guess the sculptor died under it. yeah, it's just insane. So I end up fucking getting to my hotel room and I wake up and I'm like, why is it so fucking bright? I have like these really dark ass fucking blinds. Wake up and I can't see shit. It's like -2 degrees. Damn. And for some reason, this Nigerian Lyft driver
Cold-blooded.
answers my fucking call to come pick me up, and he takes me. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing out here, man?" And I'm like, "I'm here for some beer." He was like, "Oh, okay. Where you going?" I was like, well, "Epic." He was like, "All right, cool. I'll take you." And then that was the thing. The whole fact of the matter that you go out of your way, find these styles, find these beers, and get an idea what the fuck's going on out there. Denver's insane. You're dealing with this cold ass fucking air, but you're making like these double bourbon beers that are perfect for this weather. You know, you're drinking these Baptist, ridiculous, like 13%, but it's a nice, solid, dark beer that you could drink in this fucking weather.
And that's fuck. You know what? And that's fucking amazing to know that because
-2 degrees, dog.
Come on.
I'll show you a video. I'll show you a video.
Man,
niggas' breath is freezing.
and these niggas are brewing beers outside in the cold.
No, they're not brewing beer. This is a brewery. They have a place. It's nice and warm in there. It smells fucking beautiful. Smell all these grains, all these beers being made at the same time. But it's just the fact. I mean, I don't know if there are people homebrewing out there. I'm sure they're doing it in the summer because the weather is different in the summer. You understand that too. So, and this is just a season that I went. You know, in the summer they're making some really good IPAs. You know that Denver is a place that hosts the homebrew society. The homebrew society, fucking, they have big ass fucking festival, and that's where you want to be.
Wow. Okay. So you know what? Here's my other question now. So, what got you associated with SoCal Cerveceros? How did all that happen? Now you got your name. You and Jimmy already got the name already, Hub City Brewery, and then after that, what actually associated with SoCal? How the whole started?
SoCal Cerveceros basically started with us having an idea that if we could join together, we could have a diverse group that could challenge the establishment in a sense where we could be
right on.
So what we could brew. So you understand that SoCal Cerveceros is not only Hub City Brewers. I'm here talking about Hub City Brewers because I'm Hub City Brewers.
Of course.
But I could also talk about everybody else, which SoCal Cerveceros has Inquisitors, has Preston Brewery, Brujeria, a lot of people. So it's a threat. You understand that SoCal Cerveceros is a group that we built up 3 years ago. We had plenty of festivals, had a lot of good beer go out, and we had a couple people go professional, which is insane. So this is a place that's open where everybody could talk, whoever has questions, and you don't have to worry about being judged. You don't have to worry about anybody questioning you on what you want to know about a style or anything. The business is prominently white, and I could tell you that I've walked to places and I ask people about certain styles, certain that, and I sometimes don't even want to ask that fucking question. Sometimes I don't even want to talk because I don't want to look like an idiot. Because maybe I can't pronounce the style or I can't remember a certain grain. That's not okay. It's better for me to have a conversation with you and you tell me what is it that you want, and I can maybe answer that question. If I can't, that other person in that group can't. So we grow, and that's the whole purpose of SoCal Cerveceros. And the SoCal Cerveceros was established by a lot of people. There's I think 7 of us.
Basically to be more informative for the people.
Well, yeah, of course. And one thing that I want to clarify is that people will look at it as SoCal Cerveceros. We don't only influence Latinos. We influence minorities, which could either be black, Asian, whatever you want to be, whatever you want to know how to brew. Woman, too. That's the thing. The equality, like the fact of the matter that if you can have a woman also that brews and she's a minority, that's ridiculous. And that's dumb. You know, that's amazing.
Let me ask you a quick question, though, because one of our ending questions to this whole podcast is our top 5 moments for 2017. So can you give us your top 5 moments of 2017?
Top 5?
I know we kind of
I got
put you on
to
the
see.
spot.
Well, I'll throw them all in one. As many artists as I got to see from my year. You're talking about me personally?
2017, yeah.
I got to see Anderson .Paak, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. I got to see A$AP Rock. I got to see Brand New. I got to see a bunch of fucking bands that I wanted to see, man. I got to see a lot of people that I want to see. I also got to see, what is it? Living Legends. I got to see Merce. I got to see I got to see fucking. You know what? This one should be top number one. I got to see Madlib. Right. I get to see Madlib.
I know, I know how much you like Madlib.
I love Madlib. I got to see him.
That's dope, but that still didn't beat the legend, the Artifacts.
We did see Artifacts. That's also true. We were there. Yeah. That was dope. No, those guys were insane.
Okay.
Number 2, Dodgers fucking making it to the fucking World Series.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's number 4 for a reason because we didn't win it.
That one.
No, but that was insane.
It was the dopest World Series.
That's all I can say. I don't even want to talk about it.
Right. That's what I said.
Number 3 was, let's see, what was number 3?
Actually, number 1.
No.
But yeah. So number 3
okay.
Was Jurassic World released in 2017, was it?
I don't
know.
No, damn, no. I want to throw that
Year
in there.
before.
I know
Good
your
movie,
affinity
though.
for Jurassic Park, though. I feel you on that.
That shit was bomb.
Yeah.
Well, one thing is The Force Awakens was dropped.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, shit, I'm way behind.
No,
bro.
Force Awakens in 2017.
No, they
That
get
was this year,
It's a movie
2018.
released every year, in December. So The Force Awakens showed me that
Gotcha.
they're bringing Star Wars back, and the whole realization of fucking monopolizing. The fact of the matter that George Lucas sold out
To Disney.
which
Fuck.
is insane. And Disney owns a lot of fucking shit they consume, and in general. So that was number 3, just to see like Star Wars. Damn, you sold out. Seeing Star Wars sell out, that was number 3 because it has to be out there.
Disappointment.
Yeah, I'm
number
mad at
2.
that.
What
I'm
is
mad
number
at
2?
that.
Shit. I'm gonna say number 2 was leaving the past behind.
Word.
We'll just leave it at that.
And your number
That's a
1.
tough one. That's a tough one.
Number 1. Number 1.
Número 1.
Number 1 was us losing that playoff game because it showed that Pittsburgh is about to come back for that win. And we don't want the win. We want that Super Bowl
That's
ring.
it. Did you see that Patriot bullshit? A catch, a touchdown. He did not
Okay.
control the
All
ball.
right. Here we go. We got 2.
So number 1 was losing the
Steeler
playoffs because we're about to win the
Bullshit.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 1.
Steeler Nation.
That's right.
We'll give you the guys that. We'll give
Fuck
you guys
Green
that.
Bay.
Oh.
Where Rodgers at? The
Hey,
Huntley looking good.
We still got you. Hey, we still got
he's
you
whack.
2010 though. We still got you 2010
Hey,
though.
Huntley, look, he can run faster.
Hey, Huntley look like
I know
shit.
you like Rodgers.
Hey, Huntley look like shit. I ain't even gonna front.
Hey, Huntley look like he's hanging.
Hey, that's what it is. You
He
know
got
what?
that
Hey,
throw. He got that throw.
hey, we about to end this
Wait,
podcast.
no, during
Interception.
I heard that they're gonna get rid of Rodgers. Please tell me that's true.
No, they got rid of the.
He's gonna go to the Falcons.
No.
Or Minnesota.
No, we not. Why would we get rid of the best quarterback in the league?
Oh, because you guys got rid of Brett Favre.
No, he got rid of himself. He got rid of himself. He got rid of himself.
I think they ran him out. Just
That-
like
hey,
Harrison.
Those are
Fuck outta here.
hey, those are like 2 or 3 different conversations. Because I know as a Steelers fan, you don't want to
I
talk
respect
about
Harrison, but
James
you gotta
Harrison
yourself.
going
You
to
hug
the
yourself.
to the fucking Patriots. I know you don't want to talk about
He's
that.
lazy. He's not gonna do shit.
didn't want to do what he used to do.
You think he's gonna go to fucking Patriots and learn everything one day?
He ain't getting no PT.
Why would he go there though?
Let me tell you a little funny story. You told
Why
me.
would he go there?
Let me
That-
tell-
that's like fucking Rodgers
no,
going
alright.
to fucking
Alright,
Minnesota or
let me tell you-
Chicago
let me
or
tell you a
some
really
shit.
funny
He
story.
did it
Let me tell you a
intentionally.
really funny story. Pittsburgh ends up picking Blunt. Right? We have
Baldy.
Blunt.
Like Garrett
I
Blunt.
love him.
He did not run
47.
shit. He fucked up. He dropped the ball. You know where he dropped the ball? In the end zone. What did he do the next year? Go back to Patriots. They want to do dirt. Dirt comes around. Patriots got some good karma coming from them.
Fuck the Patriots.
So Blunt left, and I came to piss with the fuckers up. And he did that shit because I watched every single replay, and I was like, this motherfucker drops the ball on purpose. All right, in the end zone. And he's a Steeler running back.
As much as I hate the Patriots, I hope you guys fucking fuck them in the ass. Like sodomize
I hope Harrison goes, oh my God, man, that don't work.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh,
fuck
thank
him.
you.
He's a bitch. But,
He ain't gonna make a difference.
No,
he's not. Of course, he's not there to do that. He's there to
be a distraction.
Yeah. Which,
hey, so I think we gotta end this one.
Undercover brother.
Terrible.
Hey, it's 2018. This is episode X. You know, like the iPhone, as they call it, episode 10. Roman numerals, whatever the fuck.
Like the children of the 90s,
Hey.
Generation X.
I'm saying though.
Yeah.
We finally got our boy on here.
Thank
Alfred,
you
know
for
what I'm
having
saying?
me.
Brewmaker.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
Follow Hub City Brewers.
Hub City Brewery.
Follow SoCal Cerveceros. Also, follow Dope and Dank. And they have a really good movement called Brown People Love Beer.
Okay.
I'm sure you guys would really appreciate that.
Yeah, give them the links and shit.
Well, you follow them, hit them up. And they're really friendly. These guys are insane. These guys just Instagram basically we're very low on the internet. We like to kind of stir away, but we do like to let people know what we're doing. So you can either follow SoCal Cerveceros on IG, you can follow SoCal Cerveceros on Facebook, and we also do have a SoCal Cerveceros website. So if you feel that you homebrew, you want to learn how to brew, we do not judge, we do not question you, we don't do any of the fucked up things you might imagine if you ask somebody that knew, being condescending as fuck.
Ricky
You know, besides that, but do follow Dope and Dank. They also do Black People Love Beer, and they do Brown People Love Beer.
That's right.
So we just did a photo shoot with them yesterday in Compton, and they're really involved. They're really involved with the whole diversifying the brewing, and they really have a lot of respect, and they really came out and they showed a lot of support, and they came out of Compton. They hung out with us at the fucking park. We poured the yams, and you know, it's a lot of support. We're gonna consider the fact that they're really.
Where the hell the yams, man? You promised me a bottle of yams.
The last bottle of yams got open about a half an hour ago, and the last ones to try it was my mom and my dad.
You lose.
They looked at me and they were like, "I thought you were full of shit." And I was like, that's what I wanted to hear. Hell no, because I think I can make a better beer. If I said on that, then I will never make a better beer. They told me that a lot of times, so.
Motivation.
Well, looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here. This is episode 10, adding it out, saying goodbye, good night. Thank you very much.
In peace.
We're all saying goodbye. Good night, everybody. Hope
Middle
you guys
finger
enjoy
to
this
all
show.
your haters.
Happy New Year. Compton out.
Yep. Enjoy this one.